Usually when I'm going to court, it's actually looking for documents, but I'm also there for arraignments, hearings, and then occasionally I get to cover trials as well. You can go into district court, you can go into state court, and you can bring the camera in. You do have to get permission from the judge, but as long as you obey their rules, you can in fact get in there with the camera. Federal court, no cameras allowed.
There's a fear that if you have cameras in the courtroom that lawyers will tend to grandstand and turn the proceeding into a circus. I just don't think that's true. The fact, if you go into a modern courtroom that's equipped with cameras, the cameras are inconspicuous. They're usually embedded in some way in the wall, essentially, so you don't even know they're there. I think in this day and age, we're used to a media world. We don't tend to grandstand. There are legitimate concerns that people raise about the safety sometimes of jurors or of witnesses, but you can always set up the rules so that those safety concerns are addressed.
There has always been seats in the courtroom for the public to observe judicial proceedings. This goes back into the 1800s and before. The difference is you're sitting there live, and you personally are the only person truly recording what you see and hear for your own consumption. I don't think it's that big a leap to say, I want to be able to sit at home instead of in the public gallery and watch this trial.
I think generally it's a good idea to have cameras in the courtroom. I think that we would allow the general public to see our legal process in action. I think it would help as a civic exercise so that people understand how their constitutional rights are protected within our judicial system. I think it might serve as a inducement for judges and attorneys to be on their best.
There's some irony there where we have more technology at our disposal now than we've ever had. Whether it's a reporter on a smartphone tweeting updates about a trial, or blogging or posting thoughts on one various platform or another. But we can't get a camera into the room, and we're relying on the drawings, artist renderings of all the parties that are involved here.
Sketches are simply pretty little dressing, and a courtroom sketch artist has to work fast, captures a fleeting likeness. Sometimes, if they're very, very good, will capture the emotion of a particular moment, but that's very difficult for them if they have to observe ongoing rather than snapshot of events. Nothing beats a photograph. Sometimes even video doesn't beat a still photograph, because what the eye might miss in a fast-moving scene, the still camera captures in an incredible moment.
I don't think that they should necessarily allow, like a full-blown, camera crew to go in there. But I think that they should keep it similar to what they do in the criminal court system and allow one still photographer and one video photographer.
Rather than getting the one perspective from one reporter or maybe two or three reporters about the conduct of a trial, I think having, tens of thousands of people viewing that trial, they might easily and often do come to a different conclusion.
The Massachusetts courts have been very progressive on this issue. The federal courts, I think they just need to get up with the times. There have been plenty of people calling for this. I think the Tsarnaev trial just dramatizes in a significant way the importance of allowing cameras in the courts. But, there are cases every day in the courts that are important for the public to be aware of, especially the Supreme Court proceedings themselves. They're arguing issues every day there that are of major impact on every citizen in the United States, and we have a right to know what's going on in the courts and to see it.